In the visions of God, the Lord took me to 2023. I saw lightning strike on the nation. I saw celebrations and celebrations. I saw Nigeria whites, and I saw everyone celebrating. Finally, we have in the presidency a good person.
All right. I believe the 2023 election is going to shock a lot of people. It's going to shock people. And I don't know which way it's going to shock people, but the kind of wave that this turn is taken is so interesting. We've seen a lot of pastors that actually they came out to, it has never happened before, that either indirectly or directly talk about the person that is going to take the lead, that is going to take that White House. I say White House, where we soon turn white. After you watch which I want you, hear what's in this pastor talk about 2023 election. The man actually says so. He said this in 2022. 2022, he said this in the person of Dr. Isaiah Waite of this Gospel Pillars Church. He said this in 2022.
In the visions of God, the Lord took me to 2023. I saw lightning strike on the nation. I saw celebrations and celebrations. I saw Nigeria whites, and I saw everyone celebrating. Finally, we have in the presidency a good person.
And we see what is going on, what we've been saying for the past weeks. It has been interesting. And even though some people are still in denial, they still think it's going to be business as usual. But then the shape that this thing is taking, I believe strongly that it's not going to be business as usual. This will take a new shape. It's going to be different entirely. But then the kind of shock that people will receive is what I don't know, because Nigerians can be so funny at times. You see people shouting, and that's what some people are saying that well, they can shout, they can do everything. Do they have their PVC? Do they have their PVC with them? Have they paid that price to register and go and collect their PVC? So there might be another shock on its own, but then I'm believing God that we will see a positive shock, a positive shock that will take over the whole country, that will take over cities, will take over states, and you see, there's something different about all these candidates. The other two candidates, PDP, APC, and others, they focus more on the whole style, what they used to do. Because they believe in what the game is, what the game used to be. They still believe in it. They believe they can just come, trash other parties, and pay some money, bribe some people, hire some thugs and all that. They believe in all that crap, all that thing that they used to do. But then we have another person, the person of me that is coming out to tell you exactly the problem of Nigeria and what he's coming to do as a president. The man is talking about the problem, he's talking about the solution. And that's what the people want to hear. That's what the people want to hear. The people want to hear. People are suffering. People are going through so much at this time. And these people are not smiling. They want solution. People are not finding this funny. People are hungry. And a lot of people have come to that realization whereby they're saying, forget it. That 5,000, that 10,000 that you are giving us, when it comes to time of election, we're not taking it anymore. And even if we're going to pocket the money and we're still going to vote for who we're going to vote for, we saw that play out in Ocean State. Why all these girls came out and they were saying that, hey, we collect your money, but then we still do what we got to do. We still vote our conscience. We still vote for who we want to vote for. So what we are saying in Nigeria now is not forget it. No, and nobody cares about any party. I don't know what Labour Party is. I don't care about Labour Party. I don't care about APC. I don't care about PDP. All I want is a good country where people can walk free, when people can do whatever they want to do, when there's enough resources for people to work with to grow their business, where electricity is security hit, where education is served, and where unemployment is reduced. That's the kind of country that we're looking forward to. And when we see a candidate that is coming and is talking about this, then people want to jump on him. They want to supporting. Only in Africa or in Nigeria, we see someone try to come to office, but then you've been in the office before. You can't really tell us what you have done, and whatever you say you've done, can we see it physically? Because wisdom tells me that if I'm in office, I would have want to be re-elected back to office. Then I must have something to show the people that, okay, yeah, this is what I've done in the state, this is what I've done for the country. And it's not just saying it, I'm showing it with proof. I'm saying it and I'm showing you guys proof that, okay, this is what I've happened, this is what I've done in the past 3, 4 years. And I need you to elect me back to office so that I can take things to the next level. I can do something even more better than this. But then you only talk about what you're doing. People don't say it. They don't say it. And some, I don't want to call anybody names. Some people will come, they will, with their life, they will still defend rubbish. They will defend evil because life is showing you good at this time, because you are out of Nigeria, or because you have little change that you can spend on yourself, and you believe every other person is a trash. You see them celebrating the young lady that just won the race, celebrating that. Some people, if you see what people are doing on social media, these same people are supporting APC, supporting PDP, supporting anything. But then Nigeria is telling you that we are hungry. Nigeria is telling you that we are tired. Nigeria is telling you that, hey, we need something different. And that's the trend we're seeing. That's where we see this thing going. That is, if faithfully people are, they know what they want. If faithfully and truthfully they have paid the price, they have registered, collected their PVC, and they're ready to vote, then they'll vote. We can't. So that's what Dr. Isaiah said, and that was exactly on May 8th, 2022. That he saw a new Nigeria. He saw something coming. He saw something coming in 2023. And it looks like we're seeing things working in that direction. Some pastors that come, they came out, some of them talking parable. I was just checking out Facebook when this thing started, when they started campaigning and all that. I saw a post from Apostle Johnson Suleiman. He didn't say anything, he just said Peter Obi. He just said Peter Obi. That alone triggered something like, okay, this man is telling us something. This one is saying something. He's telling us that, okay, there's something different about this one. And only a wise man can decode that. Only a man that can see beyond what is happening now, what we see now, can know what that means. That, okay. And every other pastors, every other persons have come out to say, hey, listen, this is it. This is it. That wait for don't ever no. Don't stress it. We've seen what this candidate can do. We've seen what they put on the table. We've seen hear them talk and all that. Who do you want as your president? Who do you want as your president? Who are you voting for? Who do you want in that household villa? Who do you want? Is it someone that in the next 4 or 5 years you'll be crying, your kids will be sitting at home, they won't go to school. You can't have a proper hospital to go to. You can't have a proper treatment in the hospital, and you don't have money to travel out of the country. We saw the speaker travel to Harvard, they travel to Harvard to go do what? Get some professional, and even a person will get money, they go get professional training. And in the midst of chaos, in the midst of what is going on in the country, on the same day that people were protesting, he posted a video, a picture showing himself sitting down in class in Harvard, showing off or something. I mean, it's good. What he's doing is good, but then if the system of the country is good, and the situation that was at hand and still at hand is not what we have, then that we should be proud of you for doing that. But how can we be proud of you when we're not doing anything there? Our children cannot go to school. Some of us pass through school, and when we're in school, we have to keep going back home. We are due to one thing or the other, go through strife and all that. Spend 3 years and doing our course that we're supposed to spend. I don't know. Spend 4 years, like 5 years, 6 years with the course that we're supposed to do for 3 years, for 4 years. Eh? You see, so when something they pay me like that, if I be as things they come. Even Nigeria were problem too. They confuse me. See that at the mixed number, 3 years, 4 years, 4 years, 3 years, because of the confusion. When they that country, they confuse everybody. You are confusing the presenter, the whole presenter like me. You're confusing me too. Can you imagine? Person supposed to go to school to spend 5 years, 6 years. They end up spending 8 years in school, and because some people had it, good, some people they have that privilege. They have that chance to get out of the country to get something done for themselves. I saw some of them ranting, saying rubbish on the internet, on Facebook, on social media, saying rubbish. I started this ONIF TV. I started it. I didn't start this thing because I want to be talking about politics. I started it because for my business, because I had a business and I was gonna project this in a different direction. A few years ago, I noticed that man, something is not right, something is going wrong, and I couldn't stand it. I couldn't stand it at all. I had to just talk one of those days like, okay, what is going on in Nigeria? What is going on in Nigeria? What is going on? And that was how this page turned to a page where I would talk about politics. But strictly for business, it was supposed to be for us to create content, to build websites, to do business, to customize stuff. That was what this page was supposed to be. Not for politics. But politics took over because the country was in a bad shape. And I was having, I don't like it. And imagine this is after almost 20 years. Almost 20 years, the same rubbish is still going on. Almost 20 years, that same rubbish is still going on. Nothing has changed. Instead, it's only going more and more worse. It's getting worse. It's getting worse and worse every day. Everything is just turning upside down because of bad leadership, because of leaders that don't know that a country or any business that need to excel, any business that want to succeed, you have to have a service. You have to produce something. You have to be able to do something for you to get something. But we have a government that just hits, that just hits. They hit with their 10 fingers, not producing anything. And we have a candidate that is coming that, hey, say what we're gonna do. We want to turn this country to a production machine that we're not coming to hit with our 10 fingers, but then we want to be a producing country whereby we produce our goods. We're not importing everything. We import toothbrush, everything. We import, I don't know, because what is wrong with us? What is wrong with Nigeria? What is wrong with Nigerian leaders? And you will see some of these guys will come on the internet, they will come on national TV, they will be saying rubbish, they will be saying, they will be telling lies, serious lies, and they will look so serious, telling lies, telling lies. Normal sense tell you that if you are in office and you plan to come back to hold that office, to be re-elected into that office, then you must have something that you have done, something that people can see, that you can show to them that, okay, oh, this is what I've done, this is what I'm doing. Trust me, you don't have to talk too much. When people see what you've done, people are happy. Then definitely, they will get you back to that office. People won't let you down because they enjoy what you're doing, except when you've completed your 8 years and you can't go for the third time. When they're doing election in overseas somewhere like the United States, looking at what people can do, what they have done, we just don't elect people because they have money. They look at your capacity. What is it that you're bringing? How have you served the country? Now we're looking forward to for a president that is coming just because he believes that it's his turn. Our local, because you believe that it's your turn, then that's it. That is enough reason for you to say, okay, oh, it's your turn. And we see some mumu idiots carry that thing, put it on their head. If you ask some people why are they voting for Tinubu, why are they voting for Jagaban, they will tell you because it's a Yoruba man. Because I've asked a lot of people that question, they don't really have anything to say because it's a Yoruba man. They put ethnicity into everything. And that's why the country is not going forward. That's why we are where we are now. Religion, ethnics, and all that. And that's why we are where we are now. That's why nothing is moving forward in the country. Because you're not looking at what you're supposed to look at for you to elect the right person into the office. And that's why this man he came out and he spoke, he gave a prophecy that he seen something different. He saw a light falling upon his country in 2023. And I hope that people will not miss that light. I hope you will not miss it. I hope you will not miss it. All of you have been shouting, you've been shouting that we need a force, we need third force, we need that, we need this. That third force don't come now. If you let it go, Nigeria, if you let that third force go, it's left for you. Now you will suffer harm. Now you will suffer. And not be only you will suffer harm. You don't say you get the king, you get generation where they come after you. I saw one little girl carrying a poster around when they're doing one of the protests for the school to resume. Imagine the battle where your forefather, where your father fight. You can't fight them. Now your children are fighting that same battle now. Your own children is fighting the battle now because we have failed them. Now they're fighting that battle. Now our children are on the street with poster that we want to get back to school. We want to get back to school. Is that not sad? Is that not enough reason for anybody in the government to say, "I want to step down because I can't do anything because I can't perform"? Is that not a reason for someone that know that you don't have the strength? You don't have that strength. You're supposed to be resting to say, "Okay, I want to step down for someone that can be jumping around to do all the job." Because you want to be here, and because someone wants to come and empower his friends and all that, and another want to come because you have an agenda that you want to put Nigeria through. People know your stuff. They know what you guys are doing. They know what you're doing, and you think that's enough reason for you to be in the office. No, it's not. It's not happening. It's not gonna happen. It's not going to happen. This time around, Nigeria is going to vote for someone that tells us what they're coming to do, that tells us, that recognize the problem of Nigeria, and are telling us this is the solution, this is what we're coming to do. That understand that there's no way you can have a business and you don't have anything to sell. You don't have any service to give. You don't have anything to put on the table. You have a business, there's nothing to sell. That's what Nigeria is doing. We only consume. We don't have nothing to sell, nothing, no service, nothing. That's why a company like Twitter will have problem coming to do business with you because you are a liability. You are not an asset. You are a liability to them. That's why a company like Amazon, where they were thinking few years ago, I said it thinking a few years ago, debating because they want to have one of their data center, they want to have one of their zone in Africa, and they were thinking, should we put it in Nigeria or somewhere else? After they weigh all the security and what they will do, eventually this thing they put it in South Africa, Cape Town, South Africa. Supposed to be in Nigeria, what's supposed to be in the country that our youth supposed to work in that office because there's no security, because there's no light, there's nothing there. They know that eventually they will be spending too much money to maintain that zone, that data center. Now they took it to South Africa. Uh, when I wake up, Nigeria wake up. It's time to wake up. I know how many people were complaining that the pastors were not saying anything previous elections, that they are this, they are that, and some even say something when they talk, where many people believe they're talking because of their pocket and all that. But then now you have pastors that are talking in the same direction because they want the good of Nigeria. Even some of your politicians that you used to know, they are now repenting. They are now repentant uh, leaders. They've repented and they are supporting good things now. They're supporting what we believe in Nigeria for. And in this might, in this capacity, in this strength, I hope Nigeria will keep moving. I hope nothing will stop this movement. Because I hear someone interview one of the interview the leaders party vice presidential candidate, and I'm saying that okay, I forgot to give an interview that okay, with all this thing going on, that don't you think eventually they will weaken the movement as time goes on? So Nigeria, don't allow that. Do not allow that. Continue to stay hungry, stay hungry, and take what belongs to you. Take what belongs to you. Good governance belongs to you. Good health, good education belongs to you. Belongs to your kids. You want it all. You're supposed to have it. You deserve it. Don't let that thing leave your hand. Hold it tight. Let the movement go. And we're still watching. Even though we're doing what we're doing, we're still watching the Labour Party. Better don't form. Better be, better don't form. Better don't form. Because people are watching, they are observing. You see any little thing, you will hear from everybody. You will hear from us. So you better maintain the good thing that you guys are doing. If PDP, APC, if they want us to raise it, then start talking about things that we want to hear. We want solution. What solution do you have on the table? Except the internal fight going on in the parties. What exactly do you want to do for Nigeria? How have you tackled the security in the past 18 years, in the past 8 years? How have you tackled the insecurity in Nigeria? What happened in our educational sector in Nigeria? What is going on? Before I graduated, before I get out from school, people have been sitting at home with no job. A lot of people went into different kind of rubbish. And today, that nonsense is still going on. It's still happening. People still don't have jobs. And it's not as if most of these guys are lazy. But then, anyway, I needed to share the video as I had this is 2 a.m. here, 2:45 a.m. And I was just, I saw that video. I said, okay, let me quickly drop something before I sleep. And I'm still gonna wait for the next 3 hours to start my job again. So you see, people are not sleeping. People are not sleeping. They're working. So that's what it is. Hey, share the video. And I share this video with you. If I hear say you watch this video and you did not share it, if I catch you, or you even look a little part of the video and you not share it, if I catch you, thank you guys. God bless you. Let's do this.
In the visions of God, the Lord took me to 2023. I saw lightning strike on the nation. I saw celebrations and celebrations. I saw Nigeria whites, and I saw everyone celebrating. Finally, we have in the presidency a good person.